The film opens inside a car where we see a couple talking about a wedding reception they attended. The woman, Jenna, tries to convince her partner to go and take a look at a bed she wants to shop for their house. Moments later, that same car crashes, and the man is unconscious. Jenna tries to wake him up, shouting his name, but there is no hope for him. 3 years later, Jenna is standing near the sea and listening to music while taking some pictures with her camera. Her friend Renee calls her and tells her it's time to go. Jenna apologizes because she was wearing her headphones and didn't hear her at first. Renee asks her if she took any good pictures, and Jenna shows her. Renee comments that Jenna's quite talented. 2 men, Ian and Michael, are waiting for the girls. They soon join them, and Renee introduces Jenna to Ian. Ian says they're going to take the boat because if they drive around the lake, it's going to take them around a year. The group of 4 jumps on the boat, and they drive to their destination. They stop at the docks, and Renee asks about their luggage. Ian says that his uncle took them and their luggage is already in the house they're going to stay in. Ian also mentions that his uncle is the reason why they're here because he owns the place and he kept a house for them. A tall man, Wade, greets them, and he appears to be Ian's uncle. He welcomes them and prepares 5 shots, 1 for each of them. Jenna doesn't want to take her shot and asks Wade where he put their stuff. Jenna walks inside the house and finds her case. She takes a little bottle with pills out of it and intends to take one, but she regrets it and puts the pills back in the bottle. When she returns to the living room, Ian says Jenna will take one room while Michael and Renee will sleep in the other. Ian himself would take the couch. Michael and Renee go to their room to settle in, and Ian offers Jenna a beer. He tells her he's going to make dinner, and Jenna says she will help him when the dinner is ready. Wade has joined the group, and the 5 of them eat together. Ian opens up about his art and says that he majored in physics, but his true passion is writing. Michael comments that he'll stay poor forever if he becomes a writer. Wade says that he offered Ian to come and stay here and work with him, which will feel like he's on vacation, and he will get paid. Ian says he doesn't want to disrespect his uncle, but he thinks he's meant to do something bigger than that. Wade says that making people happy is quite important as well. After dinner, Jenna takes a walk outside under the night sky and plays with Wade's dog. Renee comes near her to check up on her and asks her if she's enjoying herself. Wade walks out of the house and bids the girls goodbye. He tells them to bring their invitations to the party tonight, or else they won't let them in. Wade leaves, and the girls go back into the house. The boys suggest they spend some time in the sauna to try it. Ian gets in first, and Michael follows right after him. Renee asks Jenna if she's going to be alright, and Jenna says yes. A short shot shows an electronic device installed right outside the sauna. The device is lit up by a blue light and has various indications shown in electronic form, but in an instant, the blue light is gone. The device seems to be broken or activated. Jenna checks on the necklace, which is basically a chain holding a ring. Renee walks into the sauna, and the boys are impressed. Jenna walks into the hall right outside the sauna's main room, with a towel wrapped around her body inside the sauna. Ian says he's going to get Jenna and opens the door to the hall. Jenna is right there, and Ian tells her to come inside. Jenna walks inside, but she lets the sauna's door stay slightly open. Michael gets up and shuts the door entirely. Jenna sits down and says she should have brought more water. She gets up to go and grab some more, but the rest tell her to sit down. They don't need any more water. They spend some time in the sauna, but gradually, the temperature becomes too hot to enjoy. Ian says they can take a swim in the lake to cool off. The others agree, and they get out of the sauna and jump into the lake. Ian suggests they go back into the sauna because it's the fastest way to warm up. The group gets back in the sauna once more, and the film dissolves to black, taking us to see Wade, who's driving his pickup truck and grabs a shovel back at the house. The 4 friends exit the sauna and jump in the lake again. When they get back inside the house, Ian suggests they can get in the sauna one last time. The girls go first while Ian and Michael have some shots. Michael drinks more than he should and tells Renee they should give Ian and Jenna some privacy, and they should go to the room to have some fun. Renee's angry at Michael and tells him she's sick of taking care of them and she's not going anywhere with him. Renee gets in the sauna, and Michael says he will go to the bathroom and then come back inside the sauna. Renee says that Michael has changed. It was fun at first, but she just can't keep being his babysitter. They hear some sounds coming from outside, and they think Michael got himself in trouble because he's drunk. Ian says he's going to get him, but the door is not opening. No matter what they try, the door is not opening. Jenna starts having a panic attack and orders Ian to open the door. Renee asks Jenna if she took her pill today, and Jenna answers no because she's trying not to rely on the pill too much. Jenna eventually calms down, and the three of them speculate on what must have happened. Renee blames everything on Michael and shouts his name because she thinks Michael is pulling a prank on them. Jenna hopes that Wade will come back and help them, but Ian says he's not. Wade thinks they're at a party, and he has no reason to come back tonight. Ian takes a peek from the little round window and says there's something outside blocking the door. Jenna looks at some temperature indicators on the wall and tells Ian to check it out. Behind the indicators, there's a thermostat. Ian explains what the thermostat does, but the controls for the room temperature are on the outside. He can't really do anything, and he's afraid to mess with the thermostat because if something goes wrong, they may end up with the room's temperature reaching even higher levels. Renee uses a wooden ladle to try and break the window, but doesn't get any results. Ian uses that same ladle to get a rock out of the steam-making complex. He cools the rock down in a bucket of water and then tries to break the window with it. He eventually succeeds, and they're able to get some fresh air coming from the hall. The film also shows us that an object is leaning against the door, preventing it from opening. Ian says that it looks like a ladder has been wedged against the door. He uses the rock and a piece of fabric to create a hook and tries to move the ladder that way. Ian sits back down and says that the temperature will gradually catch up, and the thermostat will make the heat reach the predefined levels. Renee loses it and says they can just break the thermostat. Ian tells her that would be a wrong move because the heat may go through the roof, and they will be fried. Renee says she wants to live. Jenna says they all want to live, but Renee opposes her by saying that she has a life she can return to, unlike Jenna. Ian takes a look at the lights in the sauna and comes up with a new idea. He says he can try to blow the fuse and burn the circuit. If that goes well, the heater will also be out of order. Ian unscrews the light bulb and gets the ladle. He wraps a piece of fabric around its lower edge, soaks that corner into the water, and then touches it to the circuit. The room goes dark, and he gets hit by electricity, dropping on the floor. He says it didn't work. We now get to see that Wade is not a bad guy like the film hinted earlier. He and one of his friends are up on a hill firing up the fireworks. Back in the sauna, Jenna tells Renee that she has a life to return to. Renee tells her she didn't mean what she said. They have been best friends forever, and she really tried to help her when she lost her partner in that car accident 3 years ago. But every time she invited her someplace, Jenna would refuse to go with her. Wade's dog comes near the house, and the three of them start shouting. The dog barks like crazy and moves around the house. Michael hears it and walks near the house, but the fireworks explode right at the time, making Michael unable to listen to his friends screaming his name. The dog runs back to Wade, and Wade rides by the house. The dog jumps down, and Wade meets with Michael, who tells Wade that his friends left him knocked out on the couch and went to the party without him. Wade invites him over to his place and says they'll find something to do. They get on the truck together and drive away. Inside the sauna, things are getting worse. Renee wants to break the thermostat, and Jenna tries to stop her. In her attempt, she accidentally hits Renee on her head. She blames that on Ian because he made the thermostat look like the most important thing there is. Eventually, Jenna breaks the thermostat herself, causing the boiler under the hot stones to get hotter. Ian gradually loses his mind and laughs hysterically. While all hope is lost, he attacks the boiler, and it explodes on him, killing him. A pipe is broken, and it radiates some kind of gas. Jenna ties some towels together to use them as a support mechanism for Renee to keep her standing and breathing near the window. Then she uses a piece of wood to block the pipe. Michael returns home, but he falls asleep on the couch. A short scene shows us that Michael is actually the one who caused this mess by placing the ladder to lean against the sauna's door. The girls are only found when Wade comes to the house. He calls the police and reports the incident. Mike says to himself that he had no idea, and exclaims that he's sorry for Ian. The film ends inside an ambulance. Renee regains her consciousness and takes a look right next to her, grabbing and holding Jenna's hand. Subscribe and hit that like button to help our channel grow. Turn the notifications on so you won't miss any of our new videos. Thanks for watching.